And I want to make sure that we put some attention on this. TikTok and Universal have parted ways.
Yes, I seen that.
I saw that. Yeah, they took out how many artists' music off of TikTok?
Thousands, because Universal makes up maybe 1/4 to 1/3 of the marketplace of music, period, in the world. There's only 3 major labels. Okay, it's Universal, there's Sony, and then there's Warner.
Yeah.
Okay, and under Universal, there's like Interscope, Def Jam, Geffen Records, TDE, all of the rap, like a bunch of different rap labels, Republic, all these, Drake, Taylor Swift, all of the big hitters are on Universal. A lot of the big hitters. So now on TikTok, you're basically not going to be able to get sounds.
They muted all of those videos.
It's already happening February 1st.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Right? Because what was happening is Universal wasn't willing to, and I'm just paraphrasing because like a lot of people have covered this, it's a money thing.
Yeah, it's a money thing.
Right? Universal wasn't happy with the splits that they were giving them per year from whatever they get. Because I think it was something like a few hundred million that they're getting for the billions that they make on TikTok, right? But at the same time, TikTok's point of view is like, yo, you know how many people get discovered and how much people get to go go find more of you guys' music from the people who are using your music on our app.
Yeah, you guys are they're using your platform to pick up more artists to make them more money that TikTok is not really making. But then, like everybody's making money at the end of the day. Like
but then what Universal was saying is that it doesn't matter because whatever we're making from you guys only makes up for like 1% of our income anyway. Mm-hmm. For Universal as a whole, not Universal Music.
Yeah,
Universal as a whole, because remember they do music, movies, and all types of shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So they're like, that only makes up for 1% of our money anyway. So guess what? We're moving and we're taking all our music off of this. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. Shout out to Deuce Gelato, the comedian. He just trying to deal with TikTok. And he's from Canada.
Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you want to run a Drake song on TikTok to like do your dance to, or let's say, for example, there's artists like Cardinal Official. His song Dangerous started getting a second resurgence because people started using it for TikTok dances. Right? Dangerous is a song from like 2008.
Yep.
And in like 2021 or 22, I heard him saying like, yo, Dangerous caught a new fire because kids discovered it on TikTok.
Yeah. Do you think that messes with the label pulling them out, right? Or the company pulling them out? Does that mess with the artist's exposure?
It depends on who. Like if it's Drake and Taylor Swift, I don't think it affects them as much.
The smaller ones, though.
But the smaller ones, yeah.
Because that's the way for them to get income and the exposure.
I need TikTok to get my song hot. So if I'm signed to Universal, TikTok's not one of my places that I can use to get my song hot.
Yeah.
And TikTok's one of the main places where people are using to get their songs hot.
Yeah.
It's not even one of them. It's the main place right now where people's music is getting discovered as far as social media.
Instantly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the way that their algorithm works, you don't have to be the most famous creator to get a bunch of views. You know what I'm saying? You could be dancing to something, have like 1,000 followers, and then 1 million people see your video, which in turn 1 million people get to hear that little seconds of those songs. And then they're going to go to Spotify or whatever and stream the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm hearing you.
Now, also, if you're an artist and you're trying to get discovered, okay, and you're like not signed to nobody, you're independent, cool. Now you got more space on TikTok to get your music played or whatever. Now, out of that, you get really popping, and Universal comes along and says, I want to sign you for such and such $1 million. But now that you're signed to Universal, no more TikTok. The shit that got you popping in the first place.
That's how they get you. They've always been playing catch up anyway.
It's tricky. And imagine if you said there was 3 major groups. Imagine if the other 2 pull out.
They're not pulling out. TikTok is like they've been having a public back and forth. Like they've made public statements.
Yeah.
And TikTok already said in their public statement that Sony and Warner have already locked in and they're happy with their money they're getting. Yeah. So unless Universal finds some way of getting them to stand in solidarity with them, they're already good. They were like, we got our bag for the year. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Jeez.
That's the part about it, man. They've always been playing catch up. these labels.
The
anyways.
labels, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like for them to catch up to you now and then tell you, okay, we're gonna sign you, change your life. But you can't do TikTok where you were discovered. That's really that's the devil.
Because they're having a dick swinging competition.
Yeah, that's the
basically.
devil.
Yeah.
That's the devil. That's the devil.
They have like some of the biggest, if not the biggest artists underneath them. Like they kind of have like we don't really need TikTok. We can get you as big as TikTok or even bigger, and we have more money over here.
You see, they're taking
It's a
away from
catch-22.
they're taking away from the independency of the machine that we don't. That most people don't.
I think that's
really
what it
need.
is. They don't want people to do it by themselves and get carried away, realizing you can make the same amount, maybe even more by yourself. Let's take that out of the way and make it seem like we're the only way for you to get big.
To get big. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
They were happy. They weren't happy with the money split.
Yeah.
The way that they exploit AI and some of the other practices that they have on their platform.
Yeah, because they've been hit with the AI problems, and they were the ones actively trying to stop it. No?
Yeah.
Right. Because
Yeah.
the Drake stuff. Right?
Universal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but to be honest, it's probably the money.
Yeah.
It's the money.
The other things they can overlook if you give us the right money.
It's all about the moolah.
Yeah, but if they're already getting that much money, like a little bit of a bag is not like, it's just an extra bit of money for them. Like, I don't know, like they already have all that money for them to be like, oh, this is not enough money for us to make. Like,
Universal as a whole, like I said, keep that in mind. Universal Music didn't make the decision to pull out. Universal, right? Universal Music, Universal's has like a big company, fam.
Yeah,
so they're like, that makes up for like 1% of our shit.
Yeah, movies, they got all that
Yes,
stuff, yeah.
we're off of this. So the music people, all the other people, the conglomerates underneath Universal are kind of like, yo, fam, wagwan. Like,
Yeah.
hey, we got records to sell over here. What are you doing?
So they're cutting their losses.
Yeah, they don't care about their music, bro. They're like, yo, fam, that's the loss leader for us, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they're looking at the music department like it's we can cut. We can make
yeah,
some
thing.
They're
cuts
about to
over
move
there.
them to the stairwell.
Yeah,
Yeah. We already cut off we already fired how many people anyway, or let go how many people. So whatever. TikTok don't want to play ball. But I think maybe by the time a clip of this comes out or whatever, they might have changed their tune, because Taylor Swift and certain people, like, you got to remember, people don't want to dance to these people's songs, bro. And now you're telling me it's muted on the damn app? I'm going to go make a reel on Instagram instead.
A lot of these TikTok famous stars, influencers, like they have maybe over 1,000 videos plus, like millions of videos. 90% of those are all muted now. It's like mess for them.
That's
and
crazy.
Like, their thing is to go on there and just make a dance to the song, and now they're all muted.
You know how many ones love Taylor Swift and made little TikTok to Taylor Swift's to Drake song? Drake made a song for TikTok.
Yep.
You feel me? That song's out of here now, fam. You know how many people dance to Tootsie Slide, which is all muted on TikTok as of February 1st?
They just know what they're doing, bro.
This
is crazy.
That's a wrestling match, bro. They're going off.
We love hip hop.